Cool.
We all got muted. All right, what's up? Welcome to Sporter Kings. We got all three of us are back.
We did it.
Yep. So, man, but I appreciate everyone coming in. I know we're late, but no, we weren't talking about lit RPGs this time.
I mean, we would. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. We 100% would.
Yeah. We barely even talked comics. So,
I know,
like,
come on, guys.
But it's just one of those days, long day.
I'll tell you guys. So this morning, my daughter calls me into her room. I go in there and there's like 3 piles of like vomit over there, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, okay, where's the dog? And she said, yeah, he was throwing up all night. I don't know. So I go into my other daughter's room, and my dog is like, can't look me in the eye. He's like bouncing back and forth with his eyes. He's in the corner, crouched away, hiding. So I grab him, I pick him up, I hold him, and I look at him. He can't even look me in the eye. So I'm scared that this is it. So I'm putting him on the bed. I tell the girls, hey, come. This might be the end of for Bailey. I need you to come say goodbye before I go run to the hospital. While they're doing that, I want to get some pants on, throw it on, grab them. They give him a hug, give him a kiss, tell them they love him. My other daughter's crying on them. I grab them, tell her I love her, and I run up and go to the hospital. Get to the hospital, open the door. They run out, grab them, and run to the back. And then they put me into this room. By that time, I text my dad. My dad runs in, tells me what's going on. Or tell him what's going on. He's like in shambles. He's like crying. There's stuff too. Then they come back in. They say, okay, it's not as bad. So what do you eat? What's going on? So it's not as bad as it looks. It could be as simple as he ate something bad or some type of infection. So we're going to look at his ears, look at his mouth, and if that doesn't come up, we'll get some blood. Cool. So they do that. They said he has a grade 3 infection in his right ear, a grade 2 in his left ear. It's causing them to be unbalanced, and he can't even move his head from over here. And it's actually causing him to have a seizure, and he has another infection in his leg. So they immediately go clean out his ears. They give him 2 shots and a lot of medicine. And they said, okay, you got about 48 hours. Take him home, give him this medicine. 48 hours. If he gets better, he's better. 48 hours, he's not better. It's not going to get better. So that was my morning. But 3, 4 hours.
7 a.m.
Yeah. So my daughters were freaking out. Yeah. So it was a lot. I'll just say it was a lot, and kind of stressful. And he can't. So as of right now, he can't walk. So I have to pick him up and carry him outside to get him to pee and things like that. So yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah. That's always rough when you got.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah, you tell him you're my best friend. I love you, but you gotta be daddy. Daddy has to be the person takes care of all the stuff, and that's just what it is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You gotta make the calls, the big boy calls, and he's like, I don't want to.
And you have to be the strength, because you can't let everyone fall apart around you. You have to be the one that stays strong and says, hey, it's okay, I'm here to protect you. And bruh, it sucks.
Naturally. Yeah I hate that's all going down, but hopefully things will turn out okay.
Yeah, we'll know more in a couple of days. Hopefully it's great. And I guess a little more time, but the truth is he's old. He's 13 going on 14. Had a lot of stuff going on, so yeah.
Yeah, just had surgery, knee surgery.
Knee surgery, exactly. So yeah. I basically told him, here's my credit card, make him better.
That's what you gotta do. Yeah, that's never fun, but hopefully you guys caught it in time. And I mean obviously the 48 hours for sure, but if overnight, once he rests and the medicine really kicks in for like a good 24 hours, I think you'll kind of know. It's like tomorrow morning. So, yeah. I said, damn, Brian, you had a day.
It was a day, man. It was a day. Then I had to go to work. I was like, I gotta go work after this. What? How?
Yeah, right. Mom Bear said, sending hugs, praying for Bailey.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's great. I mean, honestly,
cat's at the same age. So a cat at 13, I guess it depends on the cat. I mean, they're old, don't get me wrong, but my uncle had a cat fucking thing. Yeah, it had to be in its 20s. I want to say 23, 24 somewhere.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and it was missing a leg, so it was a 3-legged cat, like born like that, like with a birth defect, and like the fucking thing lived forever.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So that's sucky. So. Yeah.
But then we were talking about that in the back, and that's kind of the thing that took a little bit longer because you guys saw left Chaos and Anzo and came on, but then we were talking about that stuff too. So,
and then, you had to go
take
care of him in between the shows and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but cool. And then how was your trip, Brand Man?
Fun. Actually,
that's good.
Was kind of changing my tune about it once we were in the air, but that week flew by. But did a lot of fun stuff. Spent a lot of time at the beach. Did some hiking. Did some zip lining. Did some off-roading. I did fish therapy for the first time, which was interesting.
I saw the video.
Like eating his feet. I was like, "What they doing to eat his feet off?"
But you like laughing. Just was it really ticklish or
it tickled?
Did it? Okay,
dude. It felt so weird. Like I couldn't help but laugh. And yeah, my whole family did it. My mom did it. My sister did it. My cousin did it. My grandma did it. We all ended up doing it. It only cost like $5 USD.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You feel like smooth like a baby button, a baby's bottom.
Yeah. Did it actually work, or was it more of a gimmick?
It actually worked. Because like they eat like dead skin off your feet and like all this other stuff, and then they give you and then the people like give you a foot massage after. It was nice. Awesome.
For $5?
$5 USD. Yeah. To sit there for like, yeah, it was like, I think it lasted like 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man. After reading the show, I understand why Brandon is on the bottom now. He's like 2 arrows on his shoulders. That's funny. I didn't even catch that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's funny. But cool. Yeah. So we're back. We're gonna talk Lanterns. Episode 2 came out. We're gonna talk Reacher. Is that halfway done already?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll do the first half of Reacher. So yeah, we'll do that and then get on track for Reacher. Watch some trailers, but I think hopefully we don't get distracted too much and go on too much of a rant with things. We'll try maybe call it early night tonight.
Yeah, I mean we could talk about Paramount.
Yeah. All right, we actually start with that because T came in talking about it, saying, well, as it relates to Paramount Warner Brothers, the states have issued Paramount 5 options to make them happy. Okay. So, and then he listed out the 5 different options. It says Paramount can 1, divest the film studio / distribution arm, 2, spin off select TV networks, 3, sell production facilities / lot space, or 4 carve out franchise IP and libraries, and then 5, keep broadcast and regional OPs independent. That's per John Campio. Yeah, I saw Campio was talking about it today too. But I think it was in Variety or Rolling Stones. Was it Variety? Yeah, talking about it. So yeah, because at first I thought it was them doing it, like Paramount doing it, but obviously no, it was like here's the options. I mean, it seems like sell the production facility and lot space is kind of the best option for Paramount. But then, I mean, because Paramount still has the Paramount lot. You don't need the Paramount and the Warner Brothers lot. I mean, you just don't. I mean, you're gonna buy the company, so I'm assuming you can just take all the shit out anyway, and it's the lot. I mean, what Netflix might buy it, Universal might buy it, another company. But that seems like the easiest. Like, cool, yeah, we'll sell off the property. Because divesting a film studio might be too much for them. Spin off the TV networks, that might be the second best option. Carve out franchise libraries. Like, that's the whole point. It's like, you're gonna buy Warner Brothers not to keep the franchises and libraries and stuff, and then keep the broadcast regional independent. That might be the also a good second choice too. Because the big idea is, his dad wants CNN.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna give up CNN. That's what I was telling you today.
But I mean, the states aren't. There's no way the states would allow it. But if the states would just sell the production, I feel like that's or that is that all 5 things? No, 5 options.
You have to choose one of them.
Yeah. So. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like selling the production studios is the best because then you get to keep everything else. It seems like. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a little more to selling the lot than just selling the lot.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is you have to do other parts to it. So I was reading through all this stuff and talking about the meeting. I think they gonna sell parts off anyway.
I mean, they would need to afford it. Because there's I think I read it was like 10,000 people are probably gonna lose their job. So because they have to cut like billions of dollars right off the bat.
They also want David Ellison to have no rights at all to oversee the day-to-day control of Warner Brothers.
That makes sense.
They want none of it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, yeah, he's not going to be involved. I was like, he's giving you all the fucking money. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Like, that's part of how you're able to afford it, So it's just, there's a lot of foreign interests, also in it, So, yeah. We'll see.
So they want to hold on to CNN. They still want to hold on to HBO Max.
Which makes sense.
Warner Brothers could be still, or I'm sorry, DC could be something that they will be willing to give up. But yeah, they will have to give up some of the lots, some of the space, and have other investors. They don't want the companies to go under. They just want someone else to have them.
Yeah.
I still think this thing goes through, unfortunately.
I'm curious. I mean, the states coming in with like options is a good sign that it will probably go through because they're like, all right, here's some, and they're pretty solid options. They're not like anything like crazy, like, so yeah.
And then Paramount's looking at Tennessee to be the headquarters for everything now. So I just feel like they're going to figure this stuff out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, that's what money does. I mean, if it drags out, I think it would need to drag out for like another, I forgot when, another year, I think.
To
like
June. Yeah, June 8th.
And then Zaslav can cut the deal. He's like, all right, we're done. It's taking too long. But June is that's a long time from now. So but yeah, but the Warner Bros. Stuff is really interesting. I don't know. Yeah. Marber said yes, 1000 Paramount has been vocal about that for a while. Talking about yeah. So we'll see how it is really interesting because I mean, I feel like a lot, like, because that's 10,000 people might lose their job just from the cuts. And then how many more people are gonna like not want to move to Tennessee? You know,
Yep.
so there's gonna be more people. So I don't know. I don't know how this is all gonna play out. I don't know how all this is gonna play out.
I mean, it's 12 states that did the antitrust thing, right? So
Mhm.
if they could figure out a lot of stuff, that'd be good. But then they cancel any talks. So like the settlement talks collapsed today because they believe Paramount is leaking all this information. So it's like a bad faith, negotiations.
Mhm.
So I could see a lot of problems with it. I know that people were talking about CNN being bargaining chip, but it seems like Ellison wants CNN more than anything.
Yeah.
So David Ellison is not going to be able to do that. But who would be the third party that would be something that would be able to come in and do something?
On Netflix. 100% Netflix. Can you imagine, like, because Universal already has the Universal lot out in in California too. If Netflix were just to buy the Warner Brothers lot, and like, cool, like we have our own space and it's filled with history and this and that. They could do that. I could see Netflix also buying, some of those, other franchise, like say DC, for example. 100% see Netflix going after that. Yeah.
Would you think that Disney would ever buy DC?
I don't think so.
I think they'll make a bid for it, but it's not going to be high enough. They don't have enough free money like that right now. They just don't. That amount
depends on what the amount is. We don't know what the amount is.
Yeah, we don't know what the amount is, but I feel like Netflix would probably come in higher. Yeah, because right now, like, the stock for Disney is okay. It's not the worst, it's not the best. It's literally just like average. Like, so then Disney's spending a ton of money on the park renovations. Like, you're getting Villains Land, you're getting Piston Peak, with the car stuff. You're getting Encanto, Indiana Jones, and Animal Kingdom. Plus, then I think they said they're gonna get like 10 more cruise ships. Something stupid. So like they're spending a lot of money on other stuff. So do they have a couple billion to spare to get DC?
What did they pay for Marvel? 4 billion, 5 billion, something like that. It was like 5 billion.
I think but Marvel was pretty cheap at the time because Marvel was an independent studio.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't part of Fox. They were their own. Like Iron Man 1 and however many of Phase 1 was like independent. They had to get they had to find a lot of money from investors for Iron Man 1, the first Iron Man. So they got it for pretty cheap. But also Marvel was, I mean, they were in some tight spots for a long time. Yeah. So I don't know, but then I mean they might run into the same issue of like, hey, you own too much stuff.
You own too much.
But if they just owned DC, if they just go after just DC, it might be all right. Yeah.
I could see. I would like Apple to buy DC. That's what I would like.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I'll be down for that.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Someone who has enough money to do it and can treat it right. And now we get DC shows like Apple does shows where they invest a lot of money and say, we're going to do this right.
I forgot about Apple too. I can see Apple going after the lot if they want to go, like if they're selling the lot, I could see that 100%. Especially also, I mean, I can see Netflix and Apple, because if Paramount's going to move to Tennessee, the Paramount lot's going to be up. It might be just like, here you go Netflix, here you go, Apple, because Apple is spending a lot of money on the movie side of everything. So if they own a lot, that might be a lot easier for them in general, especially like something like the Warner Brothers lot, even the Paramount, either lot. Like they have a spot to do their TV shows, movies and stuff like that. That'd be solid. But yeah. I forgot about Apple.
I think that'd be an interesting one, even more than Amazon or anything. I think Apple would be the interesting thing.
Yeah, well, Amazon has MGM.
Yeah, but MGM is not the biggest.
No, it's one of the oldest though.
It is.
So they have a lot of history, a big catalog of stuff. But MGM was, I mean, there's a reason why Amazon was able to afford it. It was not doing so well. I mean, same thing with Paramount. Skydance came in and bought Paramount because Paramount wasn't doing well. So right now the only one is like, Warner Brothers is like, give us a shit ton of money and we'll sell. Otherwise, we're not selling. But Ellison's like, here's a shit ton of money.
You're like, cool.
Yeah, make it work. Figure it out. Hey, that's what it seemed like Warner Brothers is doing. Like Zazdav is like, cool. Figure it out when it's ready. Let me know. Like, just tell me when and where to sign. Because it seems like they've been super quiet about like all of it. Like they're not. We haven't done
anything. We haven't seen anything. 2027 numbers. We haven't seen any shows that they're talking about doing. Besides the movies that they're already in production, they haven't said anything else. Yeah, so you're talking about shows. We're waiting for Harry Potter. They ain't said shit.
Yeah.
Like, when is this coming out? Maybe, I don't know when.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess also by not saying anything, you're also not pushing anything out forward. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how some of the smaller companies come in and handle it too, if that's the case with what happens with Paramount. But yeah. I honestly though, I thought this was gonna be like 1, 2, 3. Here's a bunch of money. FCC's like, signs with a blind eye. Like, they like look up while they sign. Like, we don't see nothing. We don't see no monopoly. But it's becoming a little bit more of an issue.
But I don't think it's an issue to a point that it's not going to go through. I've said that. I think I've been trying to be consistent with that. I think it's going to go through no matter what, because there's too much money at stake. And no one's going to push all in with all that money.
Right now, I mean, it's really on the states, because the judge is kind of on the state side with saying like, yeah, you're going to own too much, so if the states are like, here's some options, let's work out a deal, then it's going to happen.
If it's money, if the only thing stopping is money's going to be found.
Yeah, 100%. So we'll see how it goes when fucking 3 people own all of the news media. Fun times.
This is what people want.
So cool. What else we got? Oh shit. Try to press a button. Teak said End of Oak Street was not to 80 sci-fi. Loved it. Acme and Coyote or Coyote and Acme was a hoot. Haven't laughed that much since the Birdcage. Me and Brian were talking about End of Oak Street earlier today, and we were just like, it's a fun movie.
I don't think it's a good movie. I think it's a fun time. I enjoyed even if I didn't say it's a good movie, I enjoyed the ride.
Yeah. So hopefully maybe Thursday we'll be able to review it. See how that goes. Coyote versus Acme though, I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
It wasn't out of my theaters until the 28th.
Oh really this weekend? Oh damn. Makes sense. We got Fernando in the house. What's up?
What's up, Fernando?
Talking about he loved the last episode of Lanterns. It was a good one.
I liked it a lot more than I liked episode 1.
Yeah.
But I think when we get episode 3, when we talk more about John and his origins and what he's known and how he was raised, we might understand episode 1 a little bit more. But I think episode 4 is going to be the decision on how I like episode 1. Sorry.
Yeah. So I see some of you guys talking about, Fernando and T. So I'm gonna save that when we actually talk about it. Talking about, I know T brought up the Bleach stuff. I know the movie's is coming out. But it's getting like high praise from like all the anime communities. So we got Collector, of course. Appreciate Collector coming in.
Collector?
What's going on?
I've
Collector?
never seen Bleach, so I don't know. Bleach is so many episodes. Man. I have to get back
Says the
into it.
man
It's
who
been a
has
long
like
time.
3,000 episodes or something.
One Piece. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, there you go. Odyssey's at 1.4. Brand new day 2.2.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So it's going up probably. I'm gonna say 2.4, 2.6. It's gonna stop at 2.6.
That's solid, man. Like $2.5 billion. Damn.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Doomsday is actually still gonna make more money.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not like a guarantee, but I'm saying Doomsday is going to just barely edge it out. It's going to like 2.7.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially that last trailer, and people are losing their damn mind. Like, it's the greatest thing. You know, I love them. I think people are going to go out and see it.
Like Brandman loved it.
Yeah, exactly. He's a day oneer.
You're gonna do Phantom Menace, wait in line all week.
Wait in line to burn it down. You know, he's gonna run into the movie theater. I don't know if it's still comes on film. He's gonna grab all the film. He's gonna run out. None of you guys get to see it.
Oh, man. That's funny. Excuse me. Where we at? Collector saying, hey guys, starting September 3rd, I will not be able to watch you guys on Thursday because I'm going to be starting work and I will have to get up at 7 a.m., be ready at 9 a.m. I'll get home until 5. Very cool, man. Congrats.
I think he said he started working. He hasn't worked since the pandemic. I think it was.
Yeah. That's cool. Why you watch this on replay? You know, I watch a lot of old live during the day during work. I'll put an earbud in and just listen to a lot of other channels and stuff on replay.
I try to, but you know, I end up listening more RPG. It's terrible.
More of the books. Yeah.
Primal Hunter 15 just came out. So
that's right. Yeah.
You know, I'm on book 9, The Path of Ascension. Rune Seeker book 8 is the last book. So I'm like reading and listening to, like, I'm reading 2 of them and I'm listening to 1 of them at the same time.
Like at the same exact time. That'd be funny. Like you listen to a book as you're reading a book.
Yep. It's like, what? And it's funny because they both are like doing the same stuff. So I'm like, which one's doing what?
That's funny. Also, it was funny. I had to go to Costco on Saturday. They had Dungeon Crawler Carl, the last the Parade of Horribles was there, and they had He Who Fights with Monsters.
Yep.
Yeah,
He Who Fights with Monsters was in Walmart. I couldn't believe it. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Too bad I got 3 copies already.
Nice. All right. Seeing Dude on his birthday. Very, very cool, man.
Nice.
His birthday's like the middle of December, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. December 15th.
The 15th, yeah.
Oh, excuse me, man. I am drained. So my son started school last week, right? So he started Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was his first 3 days. He woke not even in the middle of the night last night. Just woke up, just runny nose, eyes all watery. I don't feel good, Dad. I don't feel good. I was like, oh, man. I was like, bro, you're 4 days in. You already gonna have a sick day. But he was just like, you know, he felt like shit.
This is what they do, though.
Yeah.
Get sick, and then they're gonna get sick of you. Like,
just so, like, you know, they have like cups. You know, him and his brother have cups, and they just go around drinking. And my older one, he chugs, just fucking chugs water, you know. And then my younger one is normal and just like takes a sip of wherever. So I have to constantly stop my older one. I'm like, don't drink. You're gonna get him sick. And sure enough, I saw him with his cup. I'm like, fuck. And then 5 minutes later, the other one had it. I was like, man, you know, like, y'all killing me, man. What's up, K-Dot?
K-Dot in the building. I see you.
Oh man, we got Mama Bear,
of course.
Saying what's up. Like I said, the new opening reminded me of the Amazing Stories TV series back in the day. I don't remember that. I don't think I remember that one.
I loved Amazing Stories. I think you
Yep,
can find
that's
it. I think it was on Prime Video if it still isn't. But it was like an anthology type show. Had some reasonably famous act. They did a revival of it on Apple TV, but I think it only lasted one season.
A lot of those they tend to do when they try to bring back a Twilight Zone. Like it's
Mhm.
just this doesn't hit the same. They did the same thing with like Unsolved Mysteries.
Unsolved
they tried
Mysteries.
doing, it was
Yeah.
cool, but I was like every show's like that now. There's so much murder porn that like trying to bring back the original one is just.
If you've seen
not
these
the same.
men, please call your local authorities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I kind of liked the new Twilight Zone. I thought it was fine. I wasn't like necessarily blown out of the water by it, but I thought it was fine. Yeah, I like anthology type shows like that, but they better not touch Tales from the Crypt. You can't that's one you just can't replicate or improve upon.
Also telling me that was trash.
What?
Tales from the Crypt.
What?
Yeah.
I loved Tales from the Crypt.
Bro, that's so trash. I was like, bro.
He's always been like a 40-year-old man, just like as a kid, you watch that, it's just like one, you're like, I shouldn't be watching this, and then two, it's like, it's very campy, it's goofy and stuff like that, but that's you have a skeleton dead puppet, wherever the hell he was, like
the Crypt Keeper was fire.
It was, that's crazy. I love that.
It's trash. I was like, you trash.
Watch it. Oh man, what's up? We got Reyes MPG. What's up, guys? I watched y'all Toy Story opinions a few months back. How y'all doing? I appreciate it, man. Appreciate coming.
I still love it.
Yeah.
Still watched it today. I think I think they watched it today because it's out on digital already. So getting to 4K. I got the 4K Steelbook. That shit sold out like super quick on Amazon. Oh my god! So all the physical media, all like the 4K physical media, is selling out super quick. Just maybe I think people are starting to realize now.
Physical media,
but who's making it? That's the problem now. Sony's backed out on it. Like it's just like video games, movies. It's just it's not. And people are going back to retro. I have a bunch of 3DSs. I have like a couple. My wife has a few 3DSs. The minis, the XL, the 2DS. I just found out this weekend that like the 3DS XL, like the big one that they have, people are selling that shit for like $400. I was like, that's crazy. Like because people want physical media
stuff.
Oh, I those. I kept on those. I kept. And I got a bunch of games. I just because the only reason I looked it up because went to the Goodwill, or not Goodwill, but like Savers thrift store, and they had a Pokemon game, for the 3DS that I didn't have. So I wound up picking it up, and then I turned around and I saw like it's selling for like $50 online, just the game, like no case or anything, just the game is like $50. And then that's how I saw the 3DS is like going for like $350 to $400. I'm like,
well, how you gonna get games anymore? I mean, if you don't want a physical cartridge of anything, that's what you have to go buy now.
Nintendo is the only one that's doing it, but they're not doing it for every game. They're doing it for some. So, yeah. But that's crazy, man. This is like physical. Like the 4K, the high def ones, that shit, like the pre-order sell out so quick. But Walmart's the kind of the spot you need to go if you want movies.
Oh, 100%. That's why I go for all of it.
It really is. That's all. That's the only one that left. Target doesn't do it anymore. Best Buy stopped doing it a while. So, all right. We got Tony's. What's up? We got Lawrence.
What up? What up, guys?
What's going on?
Saying prayers for Brian's pup.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we got Danny.
What up, Danny?
Watching Danny and
on,
Anzo and A. You were all on all talking about the Green Lantern. It's hard to talk about one episode after you've seen the second episode.
Exactly.
And that's usually kind of like the conversation kind of delves into like both.
Yeah, because it's like if I tell you just about what I think about episode 1, you're like, but episode 2 figures it all out. I'm like, but that's not what we talking about.
I know that's what Warren was kind of talking about. It's like I didn't like how he was here. He's like, yeah, but like, I know, but just here. So that's why I think he should have just done 1 and 2 together, just made it one. He
was trying to make sure it wasn't as long.
Yeah, that's the thing too. But yeah, make sure everyone go check out Danny on Road to Wisdom. Danny's on Chaos Central.
Mm-hmm. Danny has some really dope ideas on Road to Wisdom and some good questions that I appreciate. I love questioning certain things, leaving things open for those things.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try this because we are like half an hour behind on this stuff. This I did see. David Ellison should just drop the merger because he's cry baby spoiled bitch. Universal buying Harry Potter. That's a possibility.
Yep, I heard that.
Possibility.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna happen because Universal can't afford Universal.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah, but it's not fully their fault. It's just the worst possible time to open up a park. It's just they lost so much money on that new park, and from what everyone says is like it's such a great park. It's just
it's
just international numbers are down, or numbers in general are down. It's just like the worst time to do something like that. So that sucks. Kit Harington cast for a character the second season of Harry Potter. Okay.
Yeah.
He would have been a good Snape.
He's going to be Gilderoy Lockhart. Nicholas.
Really?
Holt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he old enough?
Kit Harington. I think he's a little older than Nicholas Holt. A couple years older than him.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see him. Like he's not someone that I look at on surface level and necessarily picture Gilderoy Lockhart, but it'll be fun to see him take on that kind of role.
Yeah, but he's like supposed to be a cool guy. Well, I guess that's what you almost pretend like you got to pretend like you were the cool guy instead of just being the cool guy.
Oh yeah. Gilderoy's like the embodiment of fake it till you make it. So.
Fake it till you never make it. You still just continue to fake it,
and
you wind up like lying to yourself at that point.
Fake it till you forget it.
What's up, Delta Dan?
What's up, Delta Dan?
What's going on, Dan?
Yeah, see, friend, Tales of the Crypt was amazing.
I agree. 100%.
Loved Tales. Was probably a little too young to be watching it when I did start watching it, but yeah, I absolutely loved Tales from the Crypt. I know at one point they were trying to there were rumors years back, it never came to fruition, that they were trying to bring it back, and I guess the showrunner was going to be M. Night Shyamalan, apparently.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. Like, I feel like part of it might be okay, but then I think by the third episode, you're like, okay. It's like I get the twist, every single time.
What's the twist this time? What's the twist?
Yeah. Oh man. We got Kevin Davis. What's up? People just didn't watch Wonder Man public trades turn into racial issues and helping the situation. Not my mama bear come in. Wonder Man had second highest views, watch minutes. He's up for Emmy. And I think a lot of people that weren't given it a chance, like us, watched it and we're like, this is pretty good.
You have to be honest and say that, look, if something's good, it's good.
Yeah,
it's just what it
is.
is.
I was ready to hate it. I'm like, this is gonna be trash. Why are they doing this?
Turn to Anzo, trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Trash.
I saw he's got like, what is it, stinky trash, burning trash, or whatever is this trash levels of trash.
Trashometer. He has levels.
Trashometer. Yeah, that was funny.
That's only kind of trash.
Yeah.
That's recycled trash.
Recycled trash. Is it Brian? Did you check out Furious?
Yes, I did. So the TV show, it's on Hulu.
Yeah, that's right. You were talking about it.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
I will say It's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on. So I think you guys should check it out because bro, I think it's something to talk about. And I like Nora. I'm not sure how about the FBI agent. I can't think of her name. It's something black or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of what her name is. Dude, it's just these monsters, these inner monsters are just phenomenal. So I can really get down with it. So I like it. I've only watched the 3 episodes right now.
Okay. Is the whole season out?
I think it's up to episode 7. I think
Okay,
so.
so it's still coming out. All right, that's good. So I'll try to catch up with that. Yeah. I said, did you see the Sony's putting out 5 4K movies that are from Disney by the end of the year? The Rock, Con Air, Strange Days, Commando, National Treasure. Nice. Yeah. Trying to pump all that out before they shut that down too. Because that's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before Sony is like, we can make more money.
Yeah.
We can make more money making AI parts, than selling video games. That's what they did with the video game side of it. Oh, they had their state of play, I believe, like recently, and people in the audience were not happy, man. They're like, no disc, no play or something like that. I forgot what they were chanting, but they were like, yeah. Like, but then they come out and say like, oh, we haven't noticed any difference in our sales, recently or yet, so
yeah,
I mean, they're literally calling you out. Yeah,
everyone's still buying the games online. People are still doing it. So
yeah. So I mean that's what it's gonna have to be. You're gonna have to not play, but then what are gamers gonna do if you not play games? You know what I mean? So I think modding is making a big comeback. People are modding their PS4s. People are modding, PS3s, are big mod ones, their GameCubes, the Wiis and stuff like that. So yeah. We'll see. Gil Delroy is fake until someone else makes it.
Yeah, fake until someone else makes it, tells you about it.
Yeah. He's a gimmick director, kind of. Yes, the second highest on Disney Plus is the same much. Nah, I think Disney's got some. They got some high streaming numbers for streamings like stuff. They're not too bad. Like Moana was like the biggest streaming thing on all of streamers. So yeah. So Bluey paying the bills on Disney Plus, not Marvel. I mean, you're not wrong. It's definitely their animation. Marvel is not making the money on Disney Plus like that, but what's up, Ace? Not happening. Wolverine's coming out in 2 weeks. I'll be playing it. Yeah. And I know they have a physical disc that you can buy.
Yeah,
but the big people are saying like, is it the whole game or is it just like, oh, you need the disc, then you could download the shit, and then you could play. So, which I'm assuming it was probably going to be, but man, Wolverine's gonna have at least a physical disc that you can get. So, see, I do want to play it. It does look
I can't wait to play it.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. I think that's about everything. I think I got a few other ones saying, hell no, I don't want Disney to get DC. Netflix already has a fair amount of DC animation that they do. They have a lot. Yeah, Anzo thinks a lot of things are trash. Well, even like I heard, like when you guys were talking about the Lanterns, like he was talking about like, oh, it's trash. He goes, but I like the show.
Well, he said it wasn't trash. He did say it's not trash, but I do have levels of trash, and it could hit that trash level if it doesn't do something good. So,
but yeah, I mean that's kind of where we're at too with it,
If you don't get the end, if you miss the ending up. If you mess it up, then this could be a terrible show. If we saying that's why I'm not giving it credit until they fix it. I'm not gonna pretend like this is great.
Yeah.
Until it is great.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna let them do their thing. he said episode 8 or whatever, they said like after that, so I'm gonna watch the whole season. I'm gonna enjoy, whatever is good. I'm gonna kind of be angry at whatever sucks, but I know me and Brian were talking earlier. It's like it's going up, which is a good sign. So if episode 3 is better, like okay, it's building on top of its everything, and it's getting better and better and better to hopefully the big ending.
Because you don't want to be X-Men 97 and you peak too early, and then when your ending is just okay, people hate it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But I mean, I would say that the writers on the show are they definitely have their hate, but overall I would give them like Lindelof. Everyone loves Lost for the most part, and then Tom King either makes like masterpieces or garbage. Like there's no middle ground with Tom King. It's either like one of the best things you've read or one of the worst things you've ever read. There's no like in between with him. It's just I just find it weird where like you get Supergirl that's based on his book, but then he goes and writes for Lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I was like, why weren't you part of that? And then even like what Brian said, make that the TV show.
100%. This is where I've been yelling from as much as I could. Like, you need to make Supergirl the TV show because it's a big story, a long story that you want to have all the details for, and then let Lanterns be the movie, the cinematic view of it.
Yeah. Oh, you got the stuff up from Mama Bear.
Yeah, right.
Bring it up. Those are the numbers.
So Daredevil's number 1 with 23 billion. Wonder Man season 1 was number 2 and 1.9 billion. Percy Jackson season 2 was at 1.8 billion. That's not good. Daredevil season 1, 1.3. Mall Shadow Lord was 1.1, and everything else is under a bill.
Mm-hmm. Phineas and Ferb is on that list. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Percy Jackson season 1 was didn't even hit a bill,
and that was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I can see why season 2 would get more views because people were really liking season 1. Same thing with Daredevil. People like I think kind of enjoyed season 2, and they're hoping that we got good stuff from season or enjoying season 1, but they were like disappointed. So, but I think season 2 was really good.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. But I mean, I don't know what are good streaming numbers.
That's a good question.
I just don't know. Like, if obviously this is all Disney stuff, so it's all Disney Plus stuff. I mean, and they're all like good shows. Like Daredevil season 2 was good. Wonder Man was good. Percy Jackson, is good. Maul was good. Mandalorian season 1 was amazing. Season 3 not so much. Which is crazy how season 3 is higher than season 2.
Yep.
Which that blows my mind. Phineas and Ferb is they have their fan base. So.
I take this dog out again. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, go for it,
man.
Yeah. But that's minutes. Oh, that's minutes stream. That's not bad. And then also views. Wonder Man's still number 2. Yeah, that's. It's between views and minutes stream. It's number 2 for both. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. I don't see that being a bad thing. Yeah, the first column is minutes watched. Yeah. So not one of those shows charted on all streaming charts. Just saying, but that's what I'm saying is like what's considered good overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know enough about like streaming numbers. And one, I mean, I'm sure a lot of companies don't release numbers if they're bad. You know what I mean?
Same.
Need to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because let me see. Let me see. Just for. Okay, so just for something like I pulled out really quick is the live action One Piece on Netflix, right? People are praising it. It's great. It's awesome. Season 1 had 1.3 million in its initial weekend.
Mhm.
You know, season 2 had 1.6 billion. You know, which according to this, like something like season 2 of One Piece would put it in 4th place on minutes watched on this list.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. Yeah. I know. Yeah, streaming is BS. This is BS complicated because they don't need to release a lot of their numbers. So if something's doing bad, they're not going to tell you it's doing bad. You know, if something's doing really well, they'll say, "Hey, look at these numbers," like, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, but I mean, Disney Plus is definitely one of the bigger streaming services. You know,
Easily.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I'm not sure how you how I'd rank it, but yeah, Disney Plus is really up there.
Yeah, I mean, Netflix is still king. You know, it's Netflix, but you know, Disney Plus I think is up there. Just who brought it for Disney besides Bluey? I mean, Bluey's super big on Disney Plus. All the Disney animated stuff, the Pixar stuff. You know, a lot of the kid stuff. You know, a lot of the kid stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah, Disney Plus has trained people to wait to watch stuff at home. 100%.
That's why you see all of these numbers, these great numbers for streaming, when they did terrible numbers in the theater.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, now it's my turn. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Go for it. You guys remember the day Nielsen in the day Nielsen reigns? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man. Stupid. So I just installed Windows 11. It's like on my few days into it, and I forget like they have all these like shortcuts and shit. So when I go to scroll over to my other screen, it's like, oh, did you want to open up the news feed? No, I did. So there's all this like shit I gotta disable still. You know, like I hate when like I move and it's like, oh, do you want to pop this up? I'm like, no, if I wanted it, I will look it up and get it. I don't want it like widget quick.
I don't want your help.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Wonder Man was top 10 the first week. Okay. Well, any update on that trivia? I know we got to do it.
Dude, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's been. I know you've been busy. You know, like that, like. So and then last week I was on vacation, so I was at home all the time. And you were like, "Oh, well, you're at home." When I'm at home, I'm not on my phone. I'm not on the computer. I have no opportunity to do that stuff. But when I'm at work, I have time to do it, you know, which sounds like opposite, but so like, excuse me, nothing really came out last week just because, you know, Brian was super busy. I was, you know, busy, and it's like,
if we don't post stuff, then if we don't make it, what is going to happen?
I don't, yeah, you know, so like today I was trying to edit a bunch of stuff from last week, a lot of the trailers, and I thought the lanterns
it never uploaded.
It never uploaded it.
It never uploaded. That's why
I don't know what the hell happened. I logged in yesterday and it was like stuck at 55% or something like that. I was like, but by the time like I went on my computer and it said it was abandoned, so I had to like delete it.
Yeah, it stayed. It kept on trying for like 3 days, and then just
because again I haven't opened up my computer, but usually I let it fully upload, you know, before I did anything, because I uploaded that shit on Monday at work when I was last at work. So, you know, yeah. So I was like, damn it. So I'll probably put out episode 1 and 2 when we talk about episode 2. But yeah. But yeah, it's just getting time to set up the trivia kind of stuff. But I definitely want to do that. It's a lot of fun. Disney Animation Studio will bounce with Frozen 3. Yeah. I mean, look how much money you made with Toy Story.
I mean,
You
he
know?
made $1 billion quickly.
Yeah. So Disney animation is nothing to worry about. Like they'll test things out, like Elio, and you have that Gato coming out, Hexed. Like they'll test stuff out with that, see what works. But you're gonna get another Frozen, you're gonna get another Incredibles, you're gonna get another Toy Story, you're gonna get the stuff that's gonna make.
Don't be putting Incredibles in that same thing. I want to see Incredibles.
No, I'm saying like those are all gonna be like $1 billion movies. You know, it's as much as like they test out these newer ones, they're gonna put out the stuff that makes the money. You know.
Did they,
So
did they announce a
I can't hear you, man.
Dude. Long day. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's still
did-
vacation mode.
Did they announce a release date for Incredibles 3 yet?
No, they just talked about it during D23. They didn't tell us when it was coming.
Did they give a year?
I think they said
2027.
2028, right?
28, yes, 2028.
I think it was 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, Incredibles is cool. I know they're not doing an age up. They said they want to do like the Simpsons kind of thing, and they're always.
Which I did not like. I was like, come on, just age them up.
I was
thought that
hoping. I
was
was hoping for a time jump just to see, like, the kids kind of further develop their power. See Jack at least be.
Let him be elementary, like in grammar school, elementary school, dealing with the stuff that the Dash had to deal. Let Dash be a freshman in high school. Like age him up to like high school stuff.
Yeah. Definitely.
But
I thought that would be, the.
Go ahead.
Go be.
Good.
Oh no, I was saying I thought that would have been like the ideal way to go with it at this point in time.
Yeah. But then you get something like Coco 2 where they age him up, and then it's getting a lot of backlash, for that. But I was like, like he's older now, so now you want him to deal with different things, So I don't know. I mean, it's a never win.
You get 2 movies. You gotta do the same age for 2 movies, and after that, you can age them up.
Yeah, because I'm assuming the third one's gonna just take place right after the second one,
with the Underminer and whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, because I think was it gonna be the guy with the evil sister from the second one? He's doing like the superhero teams and stuff like that. So now the superheroes are gonna be back. So I'm assuming it's gonna be like all 3 movies are gonna be like back to back, like one consistent like time frame, So
makes sense.
It's whatever. Oh man, is that thing before I forget? You have to watch Bleach, the best episode ever aired. People are like 10 out of 10. Like everyone's saying it's great. So I'm really far out of it, but I might just watch it just to see how it all, because it's the ending, isn't it? I think it's the end.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it for all of it going forward.
Yeah. So, but all right, let's watch this trailer. Talk about the 2 shows, and then
get out.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it night. I guess the end of it all. Yeah, so I'm still behind, but I need something else to watch because I'm waiting for One Piece now. What the hell? Yeah, the Hell arc will be the next manga. Okay. How do you guys tell the difference between Pixar movie and a Disney movie, a Disney animation movie? Wait, is this a joke or is this like legit? Because I'm waiting for the punchline. If it's like,
if you see Woody in it,
I'll say like, oh, one makes you cry and one, but they both are
keep
pretty
you
good
nuts
at
and insane.
Yeah. They're both pretty good at that.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
One will have you depressed for a week.
The other one may be depressed for 2 days.
If that.
Yeah. Because I mean, honestly, if it isn't for the little lamp at the beginning, I mean, there's no way to tell. Yeah. Yeah. The thickness of the mom figure. There you go.
That's good.
If she's super curvy and thick, that Pixar. She's a stick figure, Disney.
I love it. I love it.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, let me get this trailer up. Yeah, watch the trailer and we'll talk about the movies. Oh man. But I know we were talking about Disney and so I'm going this year for the Halloween stuff, but I really can't wait to go next year because the Monstropolis it should be open by then. Although they said the land's gonna open up before the ride, and I want to ride that ride because that shit sounds cool. It looks cool. Everything they say about it, I was like, this seems like a really cool ride.
I can't. It goes over.
I know.
Yeah, you're stuck right here.
Well, and then you're like, you're basically like dangling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your feet are just hanging off the edge. Yeah, you can't ride it.
Yeah, your feet going to be dangling.
Yeah, you're just gonna be on the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dragging on the ground like.
Yeah. But like the whole concept of that is cool. You know, Piston Peak is gonna be opening up, I think, next year too. The whole Encanto and Indiana Jones with the Mayan kind of land, you know, that's opening up next year. So I was like, fuck. Like I might have to like we actually are gonna save up to do Disney like a few days next year. Because we usually do one day and that's it.
100%. I only do one day because it costs too much damn money.
It costs so much money. You know, but I think we might do like 2 days and get like the park hopper just so we could do all the shit. Yeah, because it seems like super fun, super cool. Like they're doing so much. The Villains Land sounds just super dope. So yeah.
I've always loved what's that the Animal Kingdom? Fire.
That's the only park I had never been in.
I love Animal Kingdom. It's one of my favorite things.
Excuse me. There's not a lot of rides to do. I mean, they have the Avatar stuff. Well, now they're gonna have the Indiana Jones stuff, which looks super dope at the D23, and then the Encanto kind of stuff that they showed off a little bit. So they're doing that, and stuff like that. But I want to do Animal Kingdom. The only thing is like it closes really early because of the animals.
It does.
So that's the only bad thing. So you got to go like crack of dawn.
But the safari is pretty dope.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They always have all these babies running around, all the baby animals.
Yep.
Yeah, but I want to go to Animal Kingdom because that's the only place I can get. Because I have that shoulder banshee from there. They have a tree, so it's a little tree that it can sit on, so you can put it on your shelf and sit. And they only sell it at Animal Kingdom, and online they want way too much money. I was like, y'all stupid. I'm not paying $100 for a fucking piece of plastic. Like, get out of here with a magnet in it. I was like, nope. But that's how those Disney.
You say that now, but just wait.
When I'm there, I'll buy like 5 and then sell them on eBay. Keep one for myself. Because when we go, we're planning on buying the popcorn buckets. There's the Headless Horseman, that looks super dope. Like, so we're buying 2, and then there's the Hatbox Ghost popcorn bucket, and we're gonna buy 2. So one for us, and then one to resell, to kind of offset the costs a little bit. So, because those things are selling for like $80-$90 each.
You buy it for $90 and then get it for free.
Pretty much. Pixar, we have the ass. That's when he's bouncing on the ball in the beginning. Just replace it with a booty.
Oh, you thought it was a ball, huh?
Yeah. Oh man. It says, I saw a chair as big as a building today. What's that to take a picture for you? What?
I wonder if I can see
big ass chair? Take a picture. I want to see it. All right, let's watch this trailer. All right, what's up? Welcome back, Spoiler Kings. We got another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. We watched the teaser already. But now we're finally getting the official trailer for Wildwood. I mean, I'm there day one just because the studio. I love the studio. I love the animation style. You know, I don't even know what it's about really. Even after that teaser, I really didn't know. But I'm like, it looks pretty. That's all I need. And it's claymation, animation, whatever.
Claymation is so awesome. I think it's one of the best things you could do.
Yeah.
Stop
I
motion.
love
Come
stop
on.
motion.
Like the whole thing with the studio. Like if anybody's really interested in like the claymation, the what the hell is it? It starts with L. I forgot the name of the studio. You'll see it in the trailer. But like there's a whole backstory of the studio, and it's just like a Nepo baby kind of got in charge of it and just loves the animation style, loves the art. And even when the movies lose money, he's like, I don't care. He goes, I'm doing this for me. So yeah, it's definitely a interesting like story if you want to check that out. But let's check out this trailer, and then we'll talk about it.
Didn't know I was lost.
Okay.
I got questions.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever like taken a kid and let them go down the slide with birds all around them?
I can't say that I have.
Like ravens, bruh. Nah. I'm not letting them go down nothing. I'm gonna grab them. I don't understand. You see all those birds and they just standing there. You let them climb up on that thing with all those birds on it. That just seems like a problematic to me.
Yeah. Very labyrinth. Yeah. That's the exact vibes I got. But less hate in the beginning. She's like, I wish I don't want to watch you, and whatever the hell she says. This I feel like she loves her brother, and shit just happened.
It seems like it's going to be very sad and heartbreaking.
Well, we know child death happens in it. They weren't exactly subtle about that.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not sure that I want to go see this, man.
But the studio, that's what they do. Like, Kubo and Two Strings, same thing. It was very sad, very beautiful. Coraline, not as
Coraline
sad,
as sad,
but I mean,
awesome looking.
Yeah, it was so sad. It was just
how much you want to get kicked in the balls? Like, I don't know. I mean, stop. You should throw. I want to get kicked in the balls, and it's like, yeah. How did you enjoy it? No, I didn't.
It was very sad. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I might I might see it. I know Travis Knight directed it, so I kind of like to support anything that he does.
Yeah,
and I like stop motion animation. I'm happy that the people are still out there keeping it alive. So I'll go just for that.
Yeah, she said, first time I think I've seen a stop motion with so much action / beauty. I mean, I think all stop motion is like super cool. This one had a lot of action though, for sure. Like usually you don't see a lot happening on the screen at once, just because that means there's a lot to do. Like having multiple people run like that, like in the field. So, but yeah, definitely look cool. Definitely cool. Yeah.
What's your favorite stop motion movie?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Is it anything better than that?
Yeah, man. My youngest is been into it. Every time I'm like, go get a movie, comes back. He goes, Jack Skellington. I was like, even my younger one's like, not again, or my older one's like, no, not again.
I don't care. I watch it every day.
All the time.
Every Halloween,
he knows the music.
I'm there. This is
Corpse Bride is another good one.
Halloween.
Corpse Bride is another good one, but I think Coraline would probably be my second one.
I see Shaun the Sheep is number one on our list.
Yeah. That what's the name?
Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
That was a gorgeous film. That was gorgeous.
That was definitely worth the wait.
Yeah.
I'm the Fantastic Mr. Fox, and The Little Prince It's one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite all-time books. So The Little
Mhm.
Prince, I love that.
Yeah. Was it Isle of Dogs? I think
Isle Dogs.
that was another good one. I didn't really expect to, but I didn't expect anything from it. I enjoyed that one. But
I really like Paranorman.
Paranorman.
Paranorman's a good one too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Watching.
Yeah, I think that might be my favorite, and definitely follow it up with Coraline.
Coraline's a good one.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
I really like Kubo. I really
I like
didn't.
Kubo.
I think Kubo doesn't get enough love. I mean, it's not like the greatest, but it's a pretty good one. But I mean, nothing's better than Nightmare Before Christmas.
I can't go better
It's
than
just
that. Come on.
the characters are all iconic. The vibes, the look,
Tim
the
Burton
songs.
being in there. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Dude, when he jumps in, he's on fire. He's a skeleton, and he goes into the fountain, and he rises up, and everyone's like, dun, 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 dun. It was so cool. He just coming up, he was like, yeah, it's phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah. It's really good.
He make ooze and something crawl.
Yeah. That might be the best one, but this studio just does a bunch of like really good stuff. They do more like less kiddie, more like adult kind of stuff, if I feel like, with a lot of like adult kind of but it's like adult themes, adult storytelling, but with kid themes. It's like losing a sibling, or parents that ignore you and you feel unseen. So it's like stuff that kids feel, so like you can possibly relate to it, as you look back. It's like, oh yeah, this happened, blah blah blah. So like Kubo, with a parent's death, and stuff like that. So it's like,
I'm surprised no one said James and the Giant Peach.
Oh my god, I forgot about it. James and the Giant Peach is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. It just they don't come out as often.
This might be one of them. By the time it ends, I mean, you'll say it's great, but you know what? There's no theme behind it. The Nightmare Before Christmas, I watch every Halloween without fail, at least 15 times during the month of October.
Yeah. I mean, it's the music. It's such a big part of that movie. Because it wasn't until I was older that I found out like Catherine O'Hara was Sally, and also was one of the kids. I forgot her name.
Lock, Stock, and Barrel.
Lock, Stock, and Barrel. But I think she's Lock. I always forget.
I always forget which is which.
Yeah, but it was like, I'm like, you had Catherine O'Hara, Pee Wee Herman,
Danny Elfman,
and Danny Elfman as 3 kids. That might be one of my favorite songs. Because it's so fucked up. Like if you ever like listen to Kidnap Sandy Claus and listen to the shit they want to do to him, I was like,
Kidnap Santa Claus, tie him up in knots.
Yeah.
Wrap him up for 30 days. See if he's still in the socks or something. I can't remember. It's bad. It's messed up.
Yeah, it's like still prefer, they want to throw him in the water.
I still prefer the Korn cover of that song. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it.
Yeah, all the time. It's a good cover. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. But this one is fun. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go see it in October. Feels like an October Halloween kind of vibey movie anyway. I don't know if that's just a stop motion kind of thing, but yeah, definitely it's on the list. But cool. You guys anything else?
Nope. Hopefully this will be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. But cool. Yeah, we want to hear from you guys. So this is the official trailer for Wildwood. So make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the trailer. Let us know what you know anything else about it. I don't know if it's based off a book or anything like that. So let us know. But
What the
let
hell's
us know if you're gonna
going
go check it out. Yeah. But we appreciate all you guys coming in and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come back in every Monday and Thursday. Do trailer reactions like this. We're gonna be talking about this when it comes out in October. So make sure you come back and join us for that for sure. And we appreciate everyone in the live chat. You guys are awesome. Stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic. Yeah. Said not a not a Roald Dahl fan. That's why I didn't mention James and Giant Peach. I didn't even know he did that one.
Yeah, he wrote James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, but he's done like
yeah.
Witches.
Yep, yeah, Witches too.
You know, I mean, like, why aren't you a fan? You just don't like his work, or is it something personal?
Did he do something? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it could be. I mean, you know, never know.
He hates.
So get my damn bro back.
Yeah. Roald Dahl hates kids almost as much as Stephen King does.
I don't know about all that. No one hates kids more than Stephen King.
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
Read any of Roald Dahl's books? Holy crap!
Yeah.
Stephen King's like, then I punched him in the face,
Mm.
and then he became a ghost, and then I punched his ghost in the face,
Mm.
and then I buried the ghost. Man, that's messed up.
Yeah. I mean, it's uplifting at the end. Probably. I feud with Ravens over family, knowing full well what that means. I'll feud with Ravens over family.
Yeah, the Ravens over for family because Ravens aren't the worst.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ravens are awesome.
More.
I'm trying to befriend a few of them in my neighborhood over here. Except there's a hawk flying around. Like, if you weren't killing all the damn mice in this area, I would hate you. There was one year, I don't know what the hell happened to the hawk. It was just, they were gone. And fucking rabbits everywhere. People were just complaining about it. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen the hawk in a while. And then this year I saw the hawk and like a few babies. So I haven't seen a lot of bunnies. Yeah, I mean, they're around, man. But
it's messed up.
Well, because a lot of people like garden over here and shit. So, you know, a lot of people are like, these damn bunnies eating my peppers and eating that, and, you know, so
the hawk's like, hold my beer.
Yeah. Yeah. But I know a lot of like farmers like to try to befriend ravens because the ravens push away a lot of the predator birds. You know, so if you have like chickens and shit, you know, a good way to protect the chickens is befriend ravens. So I just want them to bring me shiny shit. That's it. I was going to wake up one day and it's like it just drops a bunch of like shiny random shit, and it's like, here's some food. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right. The gym. Which trailer was that one?
I'm not a huge Jim Caviezel.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's problematic with some of the stuff. So
some of it. In Pet Cemetery, James and Giant Peach used to scare me. I mean, I can see, you know, giant ass bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're talking about like Boston accents and New York accents or whatever. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah. Have you ever really paid attention to Charlie and Chocolate Factory? Willy Wonka is a serial unaliver.
100%.
Definitely.
Hey, it's gonna work out for Taika Waititi because that's who's doing the next Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
So I think he's doing after the movie. So after the original movie, it's like what happens with Wonka.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's gonna direct it or if he's just starring in it, or both. Or who knows?
Call it Wonka's a piece of crap.
Because I love bunnies, I don't want Thumper killed. Yeah. I love bunnies too.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the Hawks love bunnies too. So who am I to stop them?
See, rabbit tastes like chicken. I can't get mad at them.
Exactly. With ravens, you feed for life. Your life, it becomes generational for them. You feed them your life. Yeah, they like befriend you for like forever. I know. We don't have to watch if you don't like the reason that there's a person of interest.
Yeah, he was in persons of interest. Yeah.
Oh, was he? Okay. Yeah. 2 reasons why I'm not watching Wonka. Yeah, it's like he'll be in it. Exactly. All right. All right, let's talk about lanterns.
Let's
getting a little
go.
late. I was trying not to stay up until midnight again, or past or 1 o'clock in the morning. But oh shit, what was the title of this episode?
Not pilot.
No, was that Trust Fall or something?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it's Trust Fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, yeah.
Hey, yeah, it was nice. All right, yeah, let's talk about the lanterns, and we'll talk Reacher, and then we'll probably call it a night. Try not to stay up until 1 in the morning again.
Yeah.
All right, Collector. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you coming in.
Good night, dude.
See you later, man.
Trust Fall. There you go. All right. Oh, you covered it earlier. Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right. Where we at? Let's go. All right. What's up? Welcome back, Spoiler Kings. We got another episode of Lanterns, episode 2, titled Trust Fall. Quick rundown is while John's meddling errand ultimately proves eventful, Hal makes waves in Rushville, which only inspires him to dig deeper. Yep. So, the first 5 minutes is them kind of hanging out, and then for the most of the episode, they were both doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes was them together.
But that's what Hal wanted, right? He wanted to kind of get rid of John a little bit, tell him to go do something. Because the whole time I was thinking, like, why didn't you just go?
Well, we kind of find out, and don't got enough juice.
That 5% wasn't good enough. You just go, well, I was not going to. Yeah, that wasn't good enough to get you across the country.
He just slammed it on a truck, and it gave him an extra bump of power. I was like, the way like the Fonz with like this this old junk. Like what? Like the most sophisticated, like powerful weapon in all the universe, and he's like banging it on a car. So we're gonna get into the spoilers, everything, because there's some spoilery stuff if you haven't watched the episode that they get into, especially towards the end. But yeah, so we're gonna get to all of that. So we'll start off with Brandman. What you think about this episode?
I liked it. I like the I really like the casting and the way that they're handling John. Probably the casting of John and Hal is quite good to me. So I like that. I kind of like the grounded kind of vibe that they're going for, and by that I mean I like that it's taking place in like some sleepy town in Nebraska. I like just the route that they happen to go with overall, because they said it was going to be inspired by True Detective, and I think a lot of the inspiration is very prominent on this throughout this show. They even had the police chief playing on the most recent episode from the first season of True Detective. What else? I like that they're doing like just enough with the Green Lantern ring. Like they're doing like constructs here and there, but I think they kind of they're not wearing out their welcome or like kind of blowing their load too much with like the lantern constructs and that sort of thing. So I just really like the feel, the tone of the show, and I like I think the acting's solid. And as for this mystery that they're trying to solve, I'm really waiting to see just what the big reveal is, and I think it's paced pretty well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got some theories, man. I got some, especially after the second episode. I got some theories. Okay. What about you, Brian? What do you think about the episode?
It's funny because so you and I met this afternoon and we talked about episode 2, and then you say John does something that's like phenomenal, right? And then the first 5 minutes I see, and he creates this bird, and the bird is stinking fly. Instead of him taking off, he comes up with this very detailed bird that's alive. He's able to control this bird without the ring for days.
Yeah,
which is
while being tortured and shit like that.
Again, the fights, getting frustrated, all this stuff, trying to figure. He keeps his mind on the bird, and he's able to continue to keep the bird, whole until he decides to let go, which was just incredible, right? I think that's a great job of kind of putting a detail of John, and his detail, his detail oriented personality. And that he's more than just being a snotty little bastard, that could cause his dad when things don't go his way. He has some competence. Maybe he has some leadership skills. There's going to be more to him than what originally made the eye. Hal seems to know that being there is a very important part. That this little town in the middle of nowhere means more to him because that's where he got his ring. You can see him change throughout the years, but he always comes back there. And it feels to me like he feels like that's home. And I wonder why. Is it because that's when he became a Green Lantern? He felt the most like a Green Lantern. He got, they eventually got his suit back on. He had a ring and he able to go take off. Realize he's not getting all the answers. Overall, I mean, I enjoyed this episode more than I liked episode 1.
Yeah. Also, Mama Bear says she knows the answer to the significance of the bird, but y'all won't like it. Okay, because I have like some ideas of the bird. Yeah, that's why I was like, let me check with the other guys first before that. Because like when he makes the bird, right, and it's super detailed, like Brian said, and then it stays around when he took off the ring. And even for Hal was like kind of looking at him like, what
the hell is that for?
He's like, but like Hal is obviously, doing his best not to let him know like he's doing a good job, so it's kind of like an asshole kind of thing he's doing, but it was very much like he took the ring off and the bird was still around and he kind of looked at him like, how are you doing that? Which is another interesting. Another thing that I don't see a lot of people talking about, Hal lost power to the ring, right? He was flying, he was up in the air, and it's like, hey, we're done. And he winds up crashing to the floor. But the bird survived. How? There is no more juice in that ring. That the grizzled veteran couldn't stay flying. That's how empty it was. But John still had this bird. My theory is John has a ring. Or they're going to do it because in the comic books they do it all the time. Like, hey, Kilowog does it. Sinestro tells him, a few times. A bunch of other people tell, mostly Hal. They're like, it's not about the weapon. It's about the wielder. It's about the person who controls the weapon. It's like that's where the power comes from. So John being who he is and being like the overall best lantern to like ever exist. You know what I mean? Like Kyle's more arty, Kyle's more arty, Hal's more
powerful, I guess it is.
I think more powerful, or more will. His willpower is more powerful, I think. But overall,
would that mean that John's doesn't have strong willpower, or what? Because John was able to keep that construct alive.
That's another thing. Through all of that, he was able to focus and make sure this bird stayed alive, even while they were putting that thing in his head, the memories. So he was dealing with this like great trauma all at once, and still kept this bird. To the point where the bird was attacking the dudes. Like, and you saw
coming after him, you see him like dive by him,
and pecking at the back of their necks and shit. And they were bloody from it too, until once he calmed down, then the bird backed off. So that's part of one of my things is like the ring was dead. It needed a full recharge. So how? Either John has more power than Hal's letting him on to know, which that's kind of obvious. But I think he already has the ring.
I don't know if he has a ring, but I think he has practiced with it. I believe his father was supposed to be a Green Lantern, and that's kind of how they knew with the whole Green Lantern thing, and that's why he's been raised to be a Green Lantern from the beginning. So I think that he's practiced with, this is not his ring, but he's practiced with the willpower to hold on to these constructs.
Something like that. Yeah. So I mean, I think there's something, because like the whole only one ring, we know that's bullshit just from the comic books, just from stuff like that. Like there's like 10 fucking Earth Lanterns, so it's like that's all BS, so they all get rings, all the main 4 guys, all are ring bearers at one point, so in the comic books, he absorbs and he becomes the Green Lantern. He becomes like all thing. That's the whole, and that's a little newer, so I don't know if they're gonna get into it that much, like it's sentient constructs and stuff like that. That's the newer storyline. But I'm wondering if he Hal might be doing some kind of trick to like doing it, or he has the ring and he's not letting Hal know. Like he has the ring already. Like the Guardians already said, "Here's the ring. We picked you." If the Guardians picked them, then why would they
already did pick him? So when the Guardians said it, he was the one. The ring actually came and did pick him. It wasn't just the Guardians.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my biggest thing, was like he lost power. So I'm like, oh well, the bird's gonna be gone, and then cut back to John, and the bird's still alive. I was like, wow. I mean, one, he's able to keep it alive even though the ring's not close by. So I'm like, so something's up with his power, like limit or whatever. So but I thought that was super cool, because it shows like, okay, John is a badass. John is powerful. Like it's getting to that point where I'm like, he's gonna be a badass, I think. But I'm like, is he playing dumb to fuck with Hal, to kind of like, like I just don't know the details about it yet. So I'm kind of like, I'm shit like that got me interested. And it's just a stupid bird. It's just a stupid bird. We even got into like the Manhunters and the Gilf and stuff like that, so it's like, we're quick shout out to Steve.
What's up, Steve?
Appreciate coming in, man. 11-month member. Appreciate coming in, man. Yeah. What do you guys think? It looks like Hal is going to eat off another man's grill. I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen.
You think she's a manhunter, right? She's a manhunter, right? Especially when she explained why she's with him. He said he gives me protection. He does all these things for me. I need that protection more than I care about. I think if I need something else, I'll go out there and find it.
Not. He's saying the lady cop. The
lady
sheriff.
cop.
Okay. Yeah, her. I don't know. She's from Gotham.
Yeah.
But the grandma.
She's the
she's the benefactor.
The manhunter.
She's the benefactor. Yeah. Because like the whole thing is like, I can't tell you who the benefactor is. About I have NDAs and shit like that. I think she's the benefactor, and I think she's the manhunter, for sure. Because she's already doing it. She's been following John around, knowing who he is and who he's with, sowing these seeds of doubt of like, oh, maybe you shouldn't trust him. You already kind of don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Like she's
probably to whatever your insights are telling you.
You know, yeah. The whole hospital scene gave me massive heart of the Attack of the Body Snatchers, 100%. Like
Mhm.
no one's getting sick, no one's getting hurt. You know, so yeah. So yeah, so it's really like interesting stuff. You know,
What
half
do
of the
you
town of
think is going
Manhunters.
on with that? Do you
Possibly.
think that the hospital didn't exist before? Do you think that all of them could be manhunters, that they actually don't need, or they're all aliens in one way or form? They don't need these hospitals. They're just using it for undercover.
To stay like hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think more of the town is in on it than what we know. You know,
Mhm.
because why have the metal detector or the alien detectors that look like metal detectors? You know, because who did it catch? It caught not a manhunter. So if people are out there hunting for the manhunter, then it would make sense that if the manhunter would give the technology, and they're like, all right, make sure there's no aliens popping in and out,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So even that scene was insane, where he just grabs the body and then runs it through the
Oh my God.
metal
Mhm.
detector. I was like, yeah, Hal is the most resourceful. If
Yes.
Kyle is the most creative, Hal's the most resourceful, Guy's the most aggressive, but the best overall well-rounded Lantern is John.
Yeah.
Like he has best of everything. He's resourceful, he's all of that, but just not
He's the
all
real
one
Green
way.
Lantern, but he's also,
Mhm.
learning how to ask for help, and that's gonna be his biggest thing. Because I mean, that's when he learns his humility. When the Martian Manhunter tells him you can't do this, you're gonna lose all these people on this planet, and then he does, and that's when he loses humility and becomes this great leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I said, you remember the line of the bullet holes on the shed? It wasn't always apples. Yeah, that's what I figured. Because Hal calls him out on it. He goes, "What's the significance of that to you?" You know what I mean? Like it had to be something in your subconscious. Yeah. So I figure his dad is I mean, one, just shooting apples out the top of your head, you're like, that's insane.
Crazy.
That's not what normal people
You
do.
make one mistake, and then what happens?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're dead. So, but I'm also guessing that that's not the only thing he has him do. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff that we're gonna see, in the next few episodes of like, does he kill the birds? Does he make John go and kill the birds? Like, does he, so like, what's that whole trope of like, when you live on the farm, like, oh, here, take care of this animal. It's your animal. Make sure it lives, and then once it's big enough, it's like, all right, now go kill it. So definitely see something like that. The lady cop is related to Cassandra Cain. Ooh,
Yes, I like that. Fernando. That makes
I didn't even
sense.
think about that. I like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's a indication of John being a master prime level. Yeah, birthday alive because willpower, 100%. Yeah, maintaining construct without the ring. That's like super, super advanced.
Mhm.
That's super, super. Like Hal was really one of the only guys that was able to kind of do stuff like that. Because there's a whole storyline where Hal takes the ring off when he flies. In the jet fighters, because he doesn't want he wants to feel the jet and doesn't want to have the safety net.
Yep.
He gets shot down, and he has this whole storyline of him having the power without the ring. Shortly after that, he starts to learn. He's like, oh, well, I don't need the ring to do a lot of the shit.
Which is pretty awesome. And then if he has a ring in the future, because I think we're going to start way in the past and then kind of go through his whole lineup and then end up in 2026 with John, and we might see that he has a ring then, and when we'll just find out now in episode 4 when he got that ring.
Yeah. Maybe the bird recharged when he went inside the safe where the lantern was. Maybe.
It's a good question.
Yeah. Also, the whole pocket dimension thing. I kind of want to know a little more
That was
about that.
so cool of seeing the pocket dimension and reaching around and find the lantern.
Yeah, it's just in there. But it was like because we were already messing with pocket dimensions with Peacemaker.
Mhm.
So you had that thing. So I wonder, like, is this the same kind of idea? Like obviously it would make sense why Hal would know this alien technology. That somebody like Peacemaker just randomly found. From aliens. So stuff like that. Even the house, because me and Brian, when Brian saw me today, you had said something about Hal not being human because he's been off Earth for so long and he doesn't know how to interact. And I wanted to bring up the house because John brings up, he goes, "Do you even live here? It's empty." He's like, "There's a bed." I was like, "Yeah, but
no
that doesn't make it a
furniture.
house."
He had nothing. He had nothing
Nothing.
to tie him down to that house or actually say, "That's
Nothing.
my home."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a lonely guy.
Not very
Mhm.
much. Very much. Yeah.
I was really curious to see what Earl was. I knew it was some kind of alien or something like that, but I wasn't expecting basically Little Shop of Horrors with him.
I didn't get a chance to really look up Earl. I mean, I really didn't think too much about it, but I can't remember it from any of the comics. I'm sure it was in some deep cut of the comics,
Same. It
but
wasn't
I
coming
didn't
back.
get a chance to look it up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then the password to open up the safe.
Yeah.
Well, for me was dope. So Mogo doesn't socialize, which like Green Lantern, like lore and stuff. Alan Moore wrote up a few stories for the Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. So it was like hey, we have Hal, we have John, but we have a core, but we don't have any stories about them. So they did a bunch of stories. I believe it was like in the 80s, and one of the best, still decades later, still one of the best stories is the story of Mogo, and it was called Mogo Doesn't Socialize. And I remember reading that as a kid. I'm like, oh, this is super cool, and I don't want to ruin it if anybody wants to look it up. It's a pretty quick read. But you get introduced to Mogo, and then the connection that Mogo and John have, again, I don't want to ruin if they wind up going down the road, but like, John and Mogo, they some shit happens there, on different occasions, so that was interesting. But just bringing up Mogo I thought was really cool, because I was like, okay, like for just that little sentence, like, really for me opened up the universe a lot more, because I was like, all right, we already got Mogo going on, so I was like that. But just that, I thought that was cool. Like, yeah, definitely highly recommend reading that. Like, I think you could probably read it online. It's from like 84, maybe 82. Like, it's super old at this point. So yeah, but that was super cool. What do you guys think about the Guardians? Because they both bring up the Guardians to each other, and he tells them like, "Oh, what'd the Guardians say?" And he's like, "I didn't tell them." And then Hal turns and says, "Did you tell the Guardians?"
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think?
What be
With
the Guardians?
the Guardians.
Yeah, good, bad. Hal's relationship with them.
I think that yeah, that's a good question. I think they're either good, or they walk some kind of maybe like a gray area, is kind of what I'm leaning towards. So and I've always kind of gotten that vibe from the Guardians as a whole anyway, but I think here they're kind of walking a gray area with them. And hopefully we get to see the Guardians on this series.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they have a casting for Ganthet.
Yeah.
I think they have a
Mhm.
casting for Ganthet,
And I think
which
we're
makes
gonna see
sense why it would
episode
be him.
4 or 5.
Yeah. Ganthet is probably the most important Guardian. Like he has a good relationship with the only one that has a good relationship with John or with Hal, I should say. You know, so yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna see at the very least Ganthet. So that's where all the money CGI is gonna go to, is to make this little blue dude.
Dude, it was like $16 million they said that on this episode.
Wow.
Mhm.
Really? I don't even know. Because they're doing a good job on things that you want to see, and they just describe it. You know, when they inject the memory of the genocide in his head, you know, like they're talking about it, doing this, but I was like, I really wanted to see it. The same with the bubble wrap in the first episode. Like, can I see it, please? And they're like, no, we'll just describe it to you. I was like, I guess
They don't
you
use
gotta
their
save
money somewhere else.
Exactly. You know. So yeah. But what about you? What do you think with the Guardians?
See, you know, and I thought it was interesting when Hal asked him, "Did you tell the Guardians?" And then John said no. I thought he was going to run back and say, run to the Guardians and say, "Hey, guess what?" And to get back in their good graces. I thought that, and then I was thinking, okay, is it something more to with John? Does John also have a bad opinion of the Guardians too? Is he worried that they set him up to fail, and by doing these things with the Guardians, running back and telling them everything, that he's never going to be trustworthy for it, and maybe he's starting to like Hal a little bit, and I'm interested to see why. But there's so many times in the comic books where you can't trust the Guardians because the way the way Hal it says you have to be able to make decisions against them because they are only doing things in their very short-sighted viewpoint. And it's funny because I say that because the reason why I like John more than I like Hal is because John has a different point of view. You know, Hal he loses his point of view, and now when you have John has a different type of point of view, and it's interesting to see when you compare the two. You know, and I'm enjoying that part of it, and I think that's why John is my favorite one, because he lived as a human being a little bit more as in a time period that's hard to be a black man. He's still a black man, understands a disenfranchised community, and that's something that he takes with him. So that's why I hated the way they kind of portrayed him in episode 1. And I've enjoyed 100%. Episode 2 a little bit more with his willpower and his ability to do so many different things.
Yeah. That was like, my issue was like they just made him too
whiny,
too, and like having him like saying he's too new, like sounds like kind of silly because like he is new, but I was like but he's not new to like chain of command
his entire life,
his whole life,
this.
But I think he views the chain of command as a young soldier, where you're like, nope, this is how it goes. You go do this. And Hal looks at the chain of command as an old vet who got screwed over by the chain of command. And I think that's why he's pushing him so hard. He's like, hey, these are your bosses, yes, but they're all also little blue dickheads. You know what I mean? Like they're not they're not the best people. And if your mentality is, well, I need to follow the chain of command, is like then you're just going to become another pawn in their system, and I think that's what Hal is trying to get him to realize, where it's like, hey, there's a chain of command, and sometimes you have to say F the chain and do the right thing. And I mean, even like Twilight, Emerald Twilight, that storyline is like is the Hal Jordan storyline, and then that's the storyline when you kind of realize that they're little assholes. I mean, they're going after Hal because he's grieving, and they're so like, oh, you can't use the ring like that, and he's like, fuck you guys, like you didn't do anything to stop it, So like, who's wrong and who's right? Is like, don't use the weapon that we give you for like personal gains. And he's like, yeah, but can you use your weapon to protect people, and not be little assholes? So like, for me, I think, he was right. He just went overboard, if anybody knows the storyline, which it's like one of my favorite storylines in comic books. Also it's one of my favorite covers. Like, it's just it's so crazy. But yeah, so, and I think that's why he keeps pushing him, and that's why he comes out to him. He's like, what did the Guardian say? He's like, I didn't talk to him. Like, why would I talk to him? And then, but at the end of the episode, when they finally meet up together, and John tells him all these things that happen, the first thing he says is like, did you tell the Guardians? He's like, did you tell the bosses? Because he knows is like, if they find out, they're gonna put down the hammer and shit's gonna go down. Screwed. And my theory with this whole show is we're getting 2 origin stories. We're getting obviously the origin story of John becoming the Green Lantern, but we're also getting like a flashback of when Hal became a Green Lantern. So it's kind of like build. So like, that's how I'm looking at it. Is yeah, he is the guy now, but he met Sinestro, so we're gonna get a lot of that. They keep talking about the plane crash. We're in the city where he becomes the Green Lantern, where the plane or the spaceship crashed, and this and that. So it's like, so we're getting the details of his.
Do we get Hal almost flunking out of being a fighter pilot?
Does he? I don't think he.
Yeah, so like he does things that he goes beyond the fear, because they say this: you have to have fear, you have to do certain things, and he continues to go beyond it because he doesn't have to listen to his uppers, because that's what he does, because he's that good. He's that good, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, he always kind of does whatever he wants to do. That's just kind of how he is. And you kind of see it in this episode, like when he walked in the meeting. That felt super Hal Jordan to me. Like, he walks, he goes, "Oh, y'all talking about me?" And he's like, "Oh, you are." And then he just completely saying like, "Well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go sit down right there where like 5 people have to stand up for me to sit down." It's like, it's like that felt very like Hal Jordan to me. So
can you move?
Yeah. Like everybody stops to look at him, and he enjoys that shit. So yeah. So that's why I like this episode, because you're starting to get more of like of who these characters of each are. Character. Yeah, so yeah, but here you go. A few more comments real quick before we move on. Delta said, "Cowboy, his wife, daughter-in-law, cop, her son could all be manhunters. Looks like they didn't find them because of 2026, where lanterns blew up the town." That's a good something idea. I want to bring up in a second. Yeah, isn't that why Jon Stewart was chosen by the Guardians? Is not the ring because he's special and can do other things lanterns can't? I mean, he was just picked because he was just like, "Oh, you're the next, the strongest."
So guy gets chosen before him, but then guy gets hit by a bus, so he can't take over, and then the John gets chosen.
Yeah, and I think they're retconning it a little bit. I mean, also the Green Lantern story has been retconned to all hell. So I think they're going to try to stick it more to the newer Jeff Johns retconny stuff, where they take inspiration of the past stories and twist it around to fit more on what's going on.
Yeah.
So because I think they're getting into the emotional spectrum. I think we're going to get different colors pretty soon.
I mean, it's called Lanterns, not called Green Lantern, so that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I have a gut feeling the Red Lanterns are going to appear in the show. Yep. Because
yellow,
we get
and
this
red and green are the ones that we're going to have this season.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get the official. I think we're going to get the creation of the yellow for sure. I think we're going to get introduced to Atrocitus. I think we're going to get introduced to Atrocitus because they changed it up a little bit in the show where Abansur, they said he was transporting a manhunter, right? In the comics, he's transporting Atrocitus, and Atrocitus tells him about the prophecy and all this, crazy shit, and then it instills fear in Abansur, and then he's able to like fight him, and that's how they crash. So they already showed us or told us, they didn't show us, which sucks. Told us about that manhunters genociding a bunch of people. So like I'm like they're building up to him. So I wonder if he's also going to be somewhere. Is he hiding somewhere in this town, buying his time to see where the manhunters are at? Because he obviously wants to kill all the manhunters.
Mhm.
So I think we're gonna get introduced to him this season for sure. Not for sure, but I'm pretty
most
confident.
likely.
Yeah, I think we're gonna introduce to him, but he's not gonna become the Lantern yet. But I think Sinestro is gonna obviously break the prison and get the power.
Do all the stuff that he's supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what Fernand's saying. The scene was very interesting. Can't wait for next week. Yeah, because him being in like this space jail and still knowing that the manhunters are only the second thing that Hal has to worry about, like talking about John, like, well, John's taking your job. So it's like how the fuck do you find this out? You're like light years, galaxies away or whatever, in space jail, and you still like know about what's going on about me. Yeah. So but it shows you like how resourceful somebody like Sinestro is.
Yep. And he's going to use it to his ability, and how it'll be wrong, and that's going to work.
Yep. Like we find out how much John's father knows.
Actually knows.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. John Jones on Earth. It's a different manhunter. But that would be interesting if we get John Jones on Earth. I'm cool with that. What if the cop chick is because she has a baby with the guy, so maybe
yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like she's actually human.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, the whole Sinestro thing. What do you guys think about that? I mean, it was a little tease at the end.
Had me wanting to see more of him, for sure. Just kind of through dialogue, I think we're gonna get kind of more of a feel about his relationship with Hal when he was still a member of the Corps. What he knows. Obviously Hal's going to be interrogating him. So
he's going to be interrogating him, or the relationship they had before, and him having to arrest him, but now understands why he might have done some of the things, makes Hal more understanding.
Yeah, I mean, because Hal and Sinestro, have such an interesting relationship. Where they like they I won't say that. I don't know if they hate each other. They have issues for sure. But they always respect each other. In the retcon, in the original 80s stuff, it's a little different. But after the retcon, after Blackest Night and stuff like that, they definitely they're like, I don't like how you do this, but I respect you. Because you're powerful. They do that a lot more. In the original pre-Blackest Night stuff, they kind of just straight up hated each other because they were both strong. And in this one, I think they're going to be like more respectful, but still mad at each other. I can't believe you did that. Like, I can't believe you arrested me. Yeah. I think the Guardians would be little blue people, or would they look goofy too?
I still think they'll be little blue people.
Yeah.
I hope they are.
Have to.
Yeah. And look goofy. Double down.
I'm curious to see how they look. I'm curious to see how they look. Yeah. Well, Bella said I don't think they will, Tony. Yeah. The Manhunters were sent to spread fear. I mean, maybe they change it up in this one, but it seems like they're kind of going off of the original, purpose of the Manhunters of, what was it? They hide so they can shapeshift, which they can in the comic books, but they are like there to like police the universe and stuff like that, and then there's they go haywire and start genociding like legit, a whole sector. All of Sector 666 was wiped out except for like Atrocitus.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't get it with Riot, oh man, I'm trying to go through some of the comments. Did you saw it in John's backstory?
Dude,
John's I haven't seen the trailer.
It's gonna be good. You haven't seen the trailer? The trailer's phenomenal.
I haven't seen the trailer. No.
Why you do that? Why you go?
Yeah,
to the
pull the trailer.
Bring that up.
Yeah. If they aren't little blue a-holes, a lot of fans would be upset. 100%.
100%.
Yeah. You don't need to make them as weird looking as the Ryan Reynolds version. Like you can just legit make them like little blue people, like in the comic books. Just give them their stupid little, robes. Ganthet has that stupid haircut. But I feel like you got to keep that kind of stuff. But I think we're only going to see one. I think we're only going to see one. I don't think we're going to see all of them.
I think we'll see two.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm still like a little jet lagged.
Yeah.
Sorry. Repeat the question.
No, it was just like how many.
Well, about
are we going to see all of them,
or in one or two? When we look talking about the Guardians,
we better see all of them. I'm used to the Guardians being a like a group, like kind of all in unison.
Mm-hmm.
And we know the character who's going to be on there on next week's episode, played by Laura Linney, is a Guardian.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's why I say I think too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they even gave that away in the in some of the ads. So yeah, we need to see them in all their glory at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the wife is a Star Sapphire.
See,
I think we're gonna get into all of the things but I think before we start seeing any of the other colors, I think we're gonna see Sinestro first. We're gonna see the yellow first.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I see that.
I think that's what we're gonna get. Yeah,
and now playing a seed for Hal.
Yeah, I think we'll get all other Lancers, but all in human form. Like if we get Kilowog, I want to see Kilowog. I don't want to see like just a dude. Yeah. Is that you think Sinestro is Grandma's dad? I can't remember her in comic.
No.
I think the grandma is a Manhunter. Yeah,
I think this makes the most sense.
Yeah. This probably post Rainbow Core, so we'll probably not see the Guardians together. Yeah, well, no, I think this is pre Blackest Night, because leading into Blackest Night is when we get all the cores. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be before that. It's really interesting like what they're doing, because Sinestro already did his coup. So we're already that far. So he's really like his next step is pretty much the next big thing he does is create the Sinestro Corps, the Yellow Lanterns. And then once we get that, then you start seeing the other ones, which is why I think
we'll get maybe a blue or something like that.
Yeah. Which is why I think we see Atrocitus to set up the red, and we get the yellow, makes the most sense. That's why I see we see Ganthet, because Ganthet helps create the blue, lanterns, so yeah. All right, let's check out this trailer. Yeah.
Nice.
See, there he seems more cocky
and not confident, just but cocky, like he knows more, and which he shouldn't right now, unless he does know because his father taught him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I want to go back and check one thing real quick. Because he's not Hal's costume.
Nope.
That's more John's costume, you know, the big triangle kind of coming in. Yeah.
And tell him, I was told you will be a Green Lantern. And my job is to make sure you're without fear. This will be your emblem, something to that effect.
Mhm.
Unless his dad.
Unless it's his dad's.
So if what's her name is a guardian, so obviously they're probably taking over bodies or something like that.
Well,
You know
what happens
something
with
on it.
John's mom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be part of this thing too.
Well, but I wonder, is a
Mhm.
guardian in his dad possibly? You know,
Mm.
maybe you know, there's a guardian taking control of his dad's body and or manipulating him to like, hey, we need you to build this boy up to become, you know, the man he's meant to be, kind of thing. So because I'm like, what? I mean, I won't say, but what like loving father would like shoot a gun at his son all the time? You know, like you know, like you saw
But
all the
not just
bullet
maybe
holes.
not just that son, but maybe it's all of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Mhm.
He's
know.
not afraid.
Yeah, I know. Mom already said all the bullet holes. I think was it Delta Dan's like, yeah, that's this growth chart. Like that's fucked up.
That's just a growth chart. That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, but he definitely seems more confident, more like, I know why you picked me. I like that. Good trailer. Yeah, but I mean, I would hope they just like took over her body or something like that. They found a way to like, you know, and that's not just how they look, because I would be pretty pissed off.
Everybody be pissed off.
Oh yeah, people start looking crazy. Yeah, looks like a green light when he was a baby. Yeah. So you know, what if Hal isn't the first? You know,
Maybe it was always meant for this to happen like this way. So they're going to talk about like Hal's not. He's the first human, and maybe the one that we've seen before, you know, wasn't human, and maybe there was another person that looked human because he was a guardian or something to that effect.
Yeah. And how does his father know so much? Yeah, so that's why there's a lot of stuff going on in the show that's really giving me like keeping me interested, and I'm like really, I'm really enjoying this show so far. You know, I got some problems, but overall, like 2 episodes in, I'm like, okay, like I'm not hating it. Like, you know, I'm like honestly, this Sunday I was pretty excited to see this episode. You know, like usually I wait until Monday to watch it, but like I watched it last night. You know, not as soon as it dropped, but
now you gotta wait a whole week before we get more information.
I know, it's so annoying. It's good and bad. It's good and bad. Yeah.
Daredevil, Red Lanterns.
The DD Red Lanterns.
I say Daredevil. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know what the DD is.
Yeah.
I'm having a brain fart.
What DC do we have? Or maybe DC Red Lanterns instead of DD? Tell us, Ace.
Yeah. Who do you think the crew that abducted John are? The way they were
Delta
throwing John
Dan's
around.
question. Oh, Delta Dan's question.
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one. I was saying. Yeah. They were throwing John around the van and jumping on and off cars.
Yeah,
They're
those are
definitely
like
not human.
manhunters, right?
But
No,
they were
those are the people looking for manhunters. Those are
like the whatever alien.
Whatever alien they are.
Yeah,
the ones that you know, blew up the police station.
Yeah. So you see, I don't know if they would be the Red Lanterns though. You know what I mean? Like I think they might be working with.
They didn't have everything else.
Yeah, because I think they're working with Atrocitus. Like it's the start of the Lanterns. Like they're all in the group with him. You know, because I forgot who he has. He not the Deviants. But it's basically like where he gets the power like from these like 4 like godly creatures that he works with, and then he like absorbs their power and then becomes a Red Lantern, and then he gets all the other people. But I wonder if that's like his group, you know, like he has some people that were also
Go to follow him no matter where he
yeah.
goes, and that's
yeah. The head guy's definitely atrocious. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. You know, that they don't have the power of the Lantern yet. You know, but yeah. There was 5 of them. Yeah. What was there? Yeah, it was
1, 2. Yeah, later in 3, 4, 5.
2. Yeah. Because there was the 4. Fuck, they're not deviants. They have a title for the 4 of them. Then Atrocitus joins them, and they like start hunting down like with his backstory. They start hunting down like all the different manhunters and going after Guardians. They wind up killing a bunch of Guardians. So yeah, kind of curious. Every time that crew made big jumps or moves, they were like superhero sound effects. Right. Yeah. I think John Sr. was the first to pick up the Lantern. Something happened. He trained his son. That's why Hal calls him Junior. Ooh.
That might be right.
Yeah. Because we saw in the trailer, he knows, he's like, oh no, he's my replacement.
Yeah.
I was like, so yeah. Even like all that is more interesting. I'm like, why are they replacing him? Like, how does he know he's replacing? Like, does he know he's gonna die? Like, does he know the Guardians want to kick him out? Like, that's why he doesn't, you know, mess around with the Guardians like that. So I don't know.
Mhm.
Like, that's why it's just like this. It's doing a really good job at like this mystery shit. You know, it makes sense because you have Lindelof who did Lost. So you know, like you know,
does it feel like one of those box mysteries? Like, you know, like I don't think so. Feels like a mystery, like, you know, we talked about with True Detective and things like that. And that ilk.
Yeah. Which, you know, whenever you're gonna talk about like a mystery cop show, like True Detective is like probably one of the better ones to come out in a long time. You know, so, but yeah. Travis said, I said before, but my guess was John Jr. was picked to be a Lantern, but was simply too young. Oh, so it went to hell. So John could be replaced later, so he could take over when he's ready. Interesting.
Huh.
Very interesting.
I like that one. Yeah, a mystery rectangle. Keep adding more sides to it. By the end of the season, it'll be like a mystery hexagon.
Hex, whatever.
Octagon.
Yep.
Yeah. Hal said he's keeping the ring until he's dead. Let me see. Because I know one of the creators said like or one of the showrunners that guy has Hal's ring.
Yep.
But they're 2 different rings.
And they're not gonna do it. They're gonna say Guy's gonna have Hal's ring. And the Superman, Guy's gonna have Hal's ring somehow.
Yeah.
And then John's gonna get his own ring.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that. You know, unless, you know, maybe Guy did have his ring and then he was, you know, it got taken away.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, whatever the, you know, James Gunn's brother, who the hell is him? His character that they all work for. Can't start with M or whatever. You know, maybe he just created like a bootleg ring. You know, I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah, so it's not a real ring.
Yeah, because he wasn't wearing like a Green Lantern suit. You know what I mean? He was wearing Maxwell, Lord Maxwell, I think it was something like that. You know, so I was like, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I know I was talking to you earlier. It's like that ain't how at the episode 1. Same thing. I don't think it is either. Yeah. I think Guy's holding his ring for him. Maybe I don't know. I think it has potential to be like really, really good show that could set up like some cool stuff for the DCU, but it also has like potential to be like bad.
If they don't fix it, if they don't
land it,
stick the landing, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, they need to stick the landing. Yeah, the ring didn't have the green stain. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the first episode, he takes it off, puts it on the dashboard. He had the green stain, supposedly. So I mean, also, I'm not looking too much into that because, like, besides that one scene, does he have the green stain on his finger again? Because that could have just been like shitty CGI. Because we are dealing with like a TV show and not,
100%.
a movie, so that's why I'm not too
big of a detail that for them not to mention.
Yeah. So I don't know. Definitely it is two different rings, like completely two different rings. Because guys looks more like the Ryan Reynolds Rocky one, and then Hal's looks more defined, like it, like it has the rock stuff on the side, but his, like, the actual lantern symbol is very different, So also, I want the ring. They sell it on DC. It keeps going out of stock really quick, but I'm not paying $70 for it.
Screw that.
Yeah. I'm not paying $70 for it.
Seriously.
Yeah. People got it.
Tom can confirm that Guy Gardner is the one who has Hal's ring.
Yeah, because I know he did at I watched whatever.
But is it possible that he has Hal's ring? Doesn't mean that he's using Hal's ring.
Yeah. So I mean, it's also, he could be lying. You know what I mean? Like, he could just be, Andrew Garfield. Like, I'm not in that movie, and then you're in the movie. So. Yeah, I don't know. Also, wasn't Tom King like CIA Secret Service or spy dude?
Yep.
It was like, yeah, like let's take his word for for what it is. Just saying. Yeah. If you said they spent $60 million on this episode, they can make dudes finger green if they wanted to. Yeah, true. Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly. Yeah, if you got a Blue Lantern ring and wore it for decades, I would have a blue stain. Is that magic? Yeah. So, you guys got anything else?
Nope. It was a good episode, but I'm more excited by seeing episode 3. See what's going to happen with John's backstory and how that's going to affect the first 2 episodes.
Yeah. I hope we get some more of Hal's backstory too. Kind of him getting the ring. Yeah. I don't know, but they just keep telling us stuff like, oh, he covered himself in bubble wrap, or he did this, and here's this genocide, instead of showing it. So I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out with that. But cool. Yeah. Episode 2 of the Lanterns. Are you guys liking it right now so far?
I'm absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
B- the first one. This one was like a B plus, closer to better. And if they continue to grow, then I'm going to really enjoy the journey.
Yeah. So and then me being like a big Green Lantern fan, I was really ready to hate it, and I don't hate it. So it's pretty good show so far. I'm enjoying it. I'll say a 7. Delta Dan said a 7. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of like, first episode was like a B. This one's probably maybe like a B plus. So I'm kind of also in that, like, as long as this keeps going up. See. Yeah. Let Wobbles go to bed. Exactly. All right. But yeah, let's finish up. We appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us. If you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down below. Come and join us when we talk about the next episode of Lanterns on Monday. We're gonna be going through all 8 episodes, so we still got some weeks left. But we appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this episode. Any theories you guys got? I want to hear about it. I've been seeing a lot of cool ideas and stuff. A lot of people in chat right now, a lot of cool ideas. So let us know what you think. And if you are in live chat right now, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night. All right,
guys, I am going to
no more topic. There's no more topics.
Yeah.
We get out of here now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed.
All right, get out of here. We'll finish up the show. I know Brian. I saw Brian starting to.
I have a long day already too, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on Thundercats or something and go to bed.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. All right. Later,
Thanks,
man.
everyone. I'll talk to you guys later. See everyone on Thursday.
Good, man.
All right. Good night.
Later, man. Later. Yeah, get some sleep. I mean, he came back Sunday, so he still got some jet lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the logo at the beginning of the episode turning more yellow and more yellow. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Okay, I have to look at that. I'll watch that
I'll
again.
have to double check that. Yeah, but cool. Yeah, we'll talk Reacher.
I guess
well,
Thursday.
Yeah, well, then we'll be able to talk about the newest episode too. So
we also could record some 1 through 3 and then talk 4 or 5, something like that.
We could, yeah. Well, we just could do full catch up. Just do 1 through 4, and then when we do Thursday, I'm cool. We can record something tomorrow, and then I can put it out Wednesday, and then
I like it,
and then get ready for the newest episode on Wednesday. So I'm cool with that. Yeah, because I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
The thing is, I didn't realize how much I really like this show, because that's all my algorithm has been like last night into today, is just watching people talk about it. For better and for worse, there's some people that hate it. There's some people that hate it. They're like, the writing's bad, like everyone is boring, like nothing's happening, this and that. Yeah.
No, I can see not liking it too, especially if you're looking for a Green Lantern show. It's not really a Green Lantern show, it's lanterns. If you're looking for the way they're going to be with John or Hal, I can understand you not liking it. And I could be that person that doesn't like it by the end too. But I got to give it a chance.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's doing a good job with the intrigue and the mystery and stuff like that. Yeah. Because let's see, on IMDb, the first episode was an 8.3 and the second episode was an 8.4. I'm like, yeah, it was better, but
it's not knocking it out of the park right now. I'll say that.
It's still setting up for me. It's still setting up a lot of stuff, and I think by episode 4, halfway through the season, I think it's gonna be like, okay, like we're gonna start getting into some like really cool shit. At least we should be.
Hopefully.
So we'll see. Oh man, we need a scene where Lanterns pulls over Supergirl in space for traffic. That's funny.
Drinking and flying.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get out of here. We appreciate all you guys kind of hanging out with us throughout the night, watching a trailer. We were just kind of hanging out. We'll get into Reacher. Reacher has been a fun show, but I'll have Brandman watch End of Oak Street. We'll check out.
And we can be able to do both of those.
Yeah. We'll probably maybe record some of those like that. Thankfully, opinions are like assholes. Yeah. I was like, if you don't like it, as long as you can say why you don't like it and not like, oh, it's just woke trash. Like, that's not a good fucking reason. That's lazy. If you're just like, this sucks because of this sucks because of this, I was like, I don't agree with you, but
no, I can see why people don't like it, but understand your opinion might change as we go along. Yeah. Just be aware of that.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. I think people can't sit with dialogue. That is a thing, especially with a comic book show. You're expecting comic book, so you're expecting like, especially with something like Lanterns, you want to see space and suits and CGI, big constructs and stuff like that. And right now you're getting a lot of, talk, so it is what it is. I don't mind it, but all right, let's get out of here. Yeah. Then
you're right.
Yeah, it was right. Secret Invasion, where the first 2 episodes were good, and then quickly went downhill. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, Secret Invasion was like, okay, what's going on? And then it just jumped off the cliff. Like it was so bad.
Jumped the shark because it was so stupid.
Man, and then it's got worse and worse and worse. I was like, jeez, it was so bad. All right. Let's get out of here. Yeah, Brian's fading. I'm fading too. right. We'll be back Thursday, and we'll talk some more random stuff. But we appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with us. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps us out a lot. Share if you can. We're gonna try to put out some more of clips this week for sure.
Yeah,
make up for last week. But but appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Cool.
Peace, guys.
The board has concluded the call.